I think it's time for us to have the talk. And yes, you know exactly the one I'm talking about, girl. I know. Everybody's doing it. Everyone's doing it. You want to know how to do it. You want to know if you're doing it right. It's so many terminologies for it now. They no longer want to call it a vision board. Now it's an action board. You could do a prayer board. Then you have a bingo card. Then you have a. I did a contract 1 year. Like, it's just so many things to do. And it's so much pressure on you because it's January. So it's like at this point, if you don't have it, do you even need to make it? Is it even worth spending time on? Is there any time left? Yes. Yes. And yes. Hey y'all, I'm Asian Mel. Doesn't matter how you say my name before, it just matters how you say it now. And welcome back to my channel. So if anyone is an expert about vision boards, it should be me. I am a vision board junkie. You might call it fresh to the game. Little do you know, 2021 was my best year ever. That's when I finally realized that it's not about how you record or write down your dreams or manifest or pray about them. It's just the act of doing them. So in this video, I'm going to tell you how I use my 2023 vision board to make my 2024 one of the best years of my life, and some simple things that I followed to make sure my 2024 was a positive, peaceful year that I also am incorporating in my 2025 season. Okay, so let's do a brief recap over 2023 in 3 words. It was not it. That was 4. It still stands though. 2023 was not my year, like literally, and I had a vision board. I just was playing. So it's not even about the vision board, it's about you. You're playing with your own potential, and that's why your life is a joke. Okay, so I'm about to bring out my 2023 vision board. This is not even all of her, but she's very much full of life and love. And I'm gonna tell y'all how I did her and why I did her that way. In the middle of my vision boards, I always like to center stuff. There's some things that you don't need to center on your vision board, and there's some things that you do need to center on your vision board. Decenter relationships and pretty much anything tangible. Like, I really wouldn't put a car or like an apartment in the middle of my vision board, because the middle of your vision board is your focus. So if you're religious, put a cross, pick God, a Bible verse. Maybe you can put one of your hobbies that you're working on that you really want to really focus and pay attention to this year. But the center of your vision board is always your main focus, and then everything else sort of fizzles out and goes around it. So for my 2023 vision board, I have Girl Boss, and it says an ambitious young woman driven to succeed in her career or business. So that right there lets you know I was standing on business. Now in 2023, I wasn't standing on business, and that's why business stood on me. But we're not talking about that. 2024 though, I definitely did stand on business, and it was executed properly, and my life reflected that because I wasn't playing no games. In 2025, we're getting more stricter, of course. So I essentially like to do grouping. Grouping is important to me, or at least it was with this vision board, because I had multiple goals and I realized I can sort of make mini groups of them so they can become one big whole vision board. So to my top left, I focused on my education. I was a college student when I did this vision board. I'm still a college student. So I wanted to focus more on grades and study habits, some affirmations when I don't feel like doing stuff pertaining to school. So then to the word I want to go, let's do the lower left corner. So this corner, I wanted to put a little bit romantic stuff on my vision board. I wanted to be in a relationship. I was in a relationship. I also have some hobbies that I wanted to do. So I did playing in makeup, for real. I did that. And I also did taking more care of my hair, doing different hairstyles with my hair. So this bottom corner was really just about love. And I divided it between romantic love and self-love. Let's slide over to the right. So to the right, I have SZA, And it's this tweet. She said, it says, kill that urge to be chosen, choose yourself. I think that was like a TikTok sound once upon a time too. That right there, it sort of goes into the middle as well, because also in the middle, I have high fucking standards, and I have make yourself proud, romanticize your life, and no longer watering people who don't want to grow. Now, I had to go back to that specific quote, no longer watering people who don't want to grow, throughout the entire 2023 and a little bit of 2024 as well. So that's another thing. If you didn't fulfill what you wanted to do 1 year for your vision board, make sure you put things that can empower you in the next year. Like, it's not, don't just make your vision board for 1 year and 1 year only, because who knows, like, life happens. Sometimes you do have to relearn the lesson, and make sure you always have powerful things on this vision board, because you're going to be looking at it. Moving more to the right, I have very much like peaceful, relaxing, and calming type of quotes and pictures. So I have remove yourself instead of returning negative energy. That actually kept me really grounded in 2023. Like I said, it was a hell of a year, and it was so many things testing me that could have just made me snap. I was this close to snapping. Like, I was this close to snapping. And till this day, the reason I didn't snap was God. So here it was really like about confidence, but also peace. In 2023, I really wanted peace. Did I get that? No. But I wanted to make sure moving into 2024, I demanded that, because you're not always going to get what you deserve. Sometimes you got to take it though. Like, that doesn't mean you wait for life to get good. No, you go out there and you make your life good. Now, in certain circumstances, it's not always like that, and we can understand that the way life is set up right now with the economy and the cost of living and everything is just like a shit show. I get it. But also, things that are in your control or in your control for a reason, so you can what? Control them. You have an abundance of life, and more things will come to you, more opportunities will come to you. Just handle what you can for right now, handle what's on your plate right now, and then we'll get to whatever else is in store for you when it's the time for that to come. So moving sort of down from that, we have another, you could barely see it, but it's a girl. She's on a boat. She's doing a cheers. We have another cheers. We have traveling. So this really was like my traveling era, what I really wanted to do. Now, as of 2023 and 2024, actually, I did travel 2023. See, you be doing so much out the year, you don't even remember like what you're actually doing. Because I'm over here like, when I took down the vision board for my why, I was like, dang, I didn't get to travel in 2023 or 2024. I was like, dang, I didn't get to travel. In 2024, no. I definitely went to the solo cabins for my birthday, and I definitely made a whole 50-minute and 22-second vlog about it on my channel. I did. But in 2023, I definitely took a small trip. Like, it was like a week trip, and I had a blast. It was like to see family, but a trip is a trip. Never minimize any small thing that you achieve on your vision board. Like, if you put on your vision board, oh, I can't wait to hit 10K, and you didn't hit 10K, but you hit 5K, and you had 300 followers to begin with, that's still something that you need to give yourself credit for. Never minimize what you're doing in your life just because it doesn't match the numbers, or the, like, it's not the actual picture, and it's like not the exact thing. And that's why some people this year, I've seen briefly say like, oh, a vision board is not good. You guys are idolizing this and you're making this the center of your life. That's not healthy, no. But I also feel like, especially as myself, I'm a visual learner, we got to see what we need to do. Some people need to wake up in the morning and just actually see their goals and then just go for it. And I feel like a vision board is great for that. So I get the counter argument, like, centering things are not supposed to be centered, and how it's toxic. But honestly, y'all, if you making a vision board so you can copy it like to a T, no, baby, that's not healthy. I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Go get you some help. And that's real. That's real. Because perfectionism can actually be a mental illness. Like, it doesn't have to be to a T. It's not like if you don't complete the vision board, you're incapable of living a life of abundance. And some people do take it that hard. Some people do. Some people put all their power into their vision board, and it's like, if they don't succeed at this, then what are they good for? I'm here to tell you, you are good at something. You are good at something. You don't need to do everything. The amount of things on your checklist does not define your value. You are so much more than what you check off each year, each month, each day. And if you can't do everything, be proud of yourself for doing something. Doing a vision board is a very big step. It shows awareness, and it shows that, hey, I need like a guidance. I just need something to keep me on track, because in the world that we're living in, it's so easy to just get off track. The next thing I want to focus on, I do have a new vision board. I do have a new vision board for 2025. I actually created it in my cabin video when I turned 21, because my birthday is like my personal new year. So your girl mentally already been in 2025. I was just waiting for y'all to catch up. One thing I want to share is I don't share my goals until they're completed. That's why I'm so comfortable showing y'all my vision board from 2 years ago, 2023. Because I played around 2023, but I locked in 2024. Your girl already did what needed to be done. So now I can speak on it. Stop talking and doing. Like, let's just focus on January right now. It's January. I'm recording this at, it's January 6th. It's 2:41 in the morning. Who do you want to be right now? Who do you want to be? What do they do? What are their daily habits? What's their diet like? What clothes do they wear? Like, ask yourself these questions. Think of this as like dating yourself, because when we started dating people, we get all nosy, like, oh, what you allergic to, or like, what dream vacation do you want to take, or how do you lay your hair at night? Do you even know that about yourself? You don't. That's why you can't do the vision board. You don't know yourself. You don't. You see things of other people, you admire how other people do this certain thing, and you want to copy it because you feel like it would make you feel as whole as it does for them. No, that's their vision, not yours. You need to go find yourself. You'll really start to understand what you want to do and your purpose in life when you talk to God. Like, it gets so easy to understand where you're at and where you want to go when you just sit in silence. I'm talking about like your journal, no phone, just really let your thoughts roam for a quick second. And a lot of people are scared of doing that, because you know what you get from that? Answers. If you don't think, you don't get answers. You don't get answers, you don't evolve. You don't evolve, you stay in your comfortable little bubble, just continuing this cycle of this life that's not serving you. Now that's scary. Jump scare for real. Less over consuming and more creating. Just stop talking. I realize a lot of people like to talk about their goals pre-hand because you want some type of validation. That's ego. That's another thing. If you're making this vision board because of ego and you just want people to walk into your space and be like, oh, this is nice, oh, this is pretty, girl, bye. And you have to look at it like this. If no one applauds you for your goals, would you still be proud of them? And if you can honestly say no, you're not doing it for the right reasons. You're not doing it because you're happy. You're doing it for a show. If you want to do it for a show, get on Real Housewives. You want to do it for a show, get on Baddies. Your goals will not be harvest in love and faith and of the fruit of the Spirit if you're doing it because you want attention. And this world will make you feel like you want everyone looking at you, but you really don't. Like, this world make you feel like if no one's looking at you, you're not doing something right. If you don't got haters, you're not doing something right. Why is you concerned about who hates you? Why not be concerned about who loves you? And yes, it's just a saying, but you also have to be careful what you're speaking over yourself and what you're speaking over that vision board. Because any harmful tongue and all these bad spirits, these bad vibes, these bad intentions going over a board that you're about to consume on a day-to-day basis, girl, that's gonna reflect on you. Go ahead and scrap it. Go ahead and pray over it and cleanse it again, because we're not doing that. Once I got out my head and really just got in the field, that's the simplest way I can put it. I literally got out of my head and got in the field, and everything started to get better. The way you figure out how you want to live life, you just go and live it. Like, how are you supposed to create art, create YouTube videos, perfect your crafts or learn more about your hobbies, learn more about yourself, learn more about your career if you don't just put the phone down and, stop over consuming everyone else's issues and just really go outside, like go touch some grass for real? How are you supposed to know? You won't unless you give yourself the opportunity to do that. But if you're scared of that opportunity, then you got another thing. You got another thing to work on, Bookie. The last thing that I have on this list is it's all a mindset. You can change the way you think anytime you want. Free yourself from the burdens you've put on yourself. It's not yours to carry, so drop it. Living a life that's not yours is one thing, but knowing there's a life out there that you want to live and you're just scared of your potential is even worse. It is a new year. It doesn't matter if you have 365 days, 45 days, 19 hours. Wake up every day knowing that you have a purpose and that nothing is going to happen if you don't do nothing. It's really just about getting deep with yourself. To get deep, you got to get real. To get real, you got to feel. What do you want to feel in this new year? So to tie this all back to your vision board, make sure you're putting pictures that you don't just want to like copy or replicate. Make sure you're putting things on your vision board that you actually want to do. What do you actually want to do with your life? We're all on borrowed time. It could all end tomorrow, but today, what do you want to do? What is calling your name? What is making you're like ecstatic? Like, what are you elated about? Like, what is actually going through your head right now? As I said that, what's the first thing that came to your head that you want to accomplish this year? So maybe you don't need the vision board. It's not just about the vision board. Don't idolize this board with pictures on it. No, it's go time. Let's go. So yeah, thank y'all for watching my video. I hope 2025 is great to you. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.